Hi, I'm JH, and in this video I'll be talking about the 2022 Dutch Grand Prix, the 15th round of the 2022 F1 season. Please note that everything I said is based on facts and of course my opinions. So, without further ado, let's start the video. First of all, let's see some of the news that's been going on before the race. Well, it's official. Oscar Piastri will be McLaren's new driver alongside Lando Norris in 2023. Alpine will also look into another driver to fill Alonso's vacancy. Most likely it's going to be Gasly, but still uncertain. Alpha most likely will be extending as Joe, which is, to be honest, well deserved. Williams is considering Mick for next season, and finally, Giovinazzi is in contention for the 2023 Haas seat. Anyway, let's get into their performances. Despite the lack of practice laps, Max still performed well. The Dutch got some advantage due to safety cars and managed to take the lead over Hamilton on the restart. Since then, Verstappen gained a comfortable lead over second place Russell and ended up winning the race as well as getting the fastest lap. Sergio didn't really do that well in this race. Costly mistake on quali session followed by a not so good pace in race day. Perez got passed pretty easily by Ferrari and Mercedes throughout the race, and in the end he finished P5. Hamilton actually performed quite well and have a chance to win the race, but Mercedes kinda ruined it with a questionable strategy. Lewis ended up losing the lead at the safety car restart and finished P4. Russell had yet another solid race. Great overtaking moves, managed to hold Verstappen for a while, no major errors, and finishing P2 over Hamilton and the Ferraris. Well, another race week, another Ferrari tomfoolery. This time the victim is Sainz. From a 12-second pit stop, the overtaking behind safety car, and unsafe release on Alonso that resulted in penalty. I mean, at this point it's not even funny anymore. Sainz ended up finishing 8th through basically no fault of his own. Leclerc had a good race. He's pretty much in no man's land for most of the time, and on the latter part of the race managed to overtake Hamilton on better tires to take third. Another solid performance by Alonso. Despite qualifying 13th, he had a good pace on the race, and after Sainz's unsafe release, got bumped up in the standings to finish P6. Ocon managed to capitalize on the virtual safety car by staying out. In the end, he managed to defend his place from Stroll, finishing P9. Lando comfortably reached Q3 and managed to pass faster cars on the race. Norris ended up finishing P7 after a Sainz time penalty. I don't know what to say. 17th place in a McLaren is just ridiculous. Daniel had no pace whatsoever in this race, even almost getting lapped by a teammate. When you finish only in front of Latifi, that's a big problem. Lance had a solid race, even managed to get into Q3 in quali. On the race, the Canadian ran the top 10 and despite his best effort, failed to overtake Ocon in 9th, but Stroll still managed to score a point, so that's not too bad. Vettel didn't do so well on this race, mostly running the lower midfield. Sebastian did have some battles with Mick, which he won, but dropped the position after ignoring blue flags. He ended up finishing P14. In the race, Pierre ran mostly in the midfield positions, however, he struggled to get into the top 10. Pierre did try to get past Stroll in the 10th, but gradually fall behind and finished P11. Tsunoda got into Q3, but on the race, well, he first stopped on the track saying that there is a problem. His team said there was no problem. Yuki then rejoined the race and then got into the pits where this happened. After that he continued the race but then stopped again, this time for real, which earned him a Monza grid penalty. Albon did okay, getting into Q2 and almost got into the points position on this race. However, Williams didn't really have the pace and Alex ended up finishing P12. Almost 1.7 seconds behind Albon in quali shows you his ability. On the race, it didn't get any better, struggling with tires and finishing last on the track. Mick managed to qualify 8th and had better pace compared to Magnussen. On the race, after a bad start, the German had some great battles with Vettel and had a chance to score some points, but a bad pit stop ruined his chance. Schumacher ended up finishing P13 after Vettel's penalty. Magnussen didn't do so well, bad quali, and despite a good opening lap in which Kevin overtook 3 drivers, other than that, it's not that good. He almost crashed into the barriers, ended up finishing P15. Zhou qualified better than Bottas, however on the race he got a pit lane speed penalty. Other than that, he mostly ran in the backfield, ended up finishing P16. Bottas had a good start, but lost all of the gain positions at the end of the first lap. Like his teammate, he mostly ran in the backfield. However, after engine failure at around lap 50, he was forced to retire. My best driver for this race is Max. The Dutch had an error-free race as well as managed to capitalize on the safety car restart to take the lead, win the race, and gaining an extra point for the fastest lap. Here are the standings after the 15th round. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you like it, please share, like, and subscribe. See you in the next video, and yeah, have a nice day.